As soon as he said this, Zhang Jinglu's face instantly became extremely pale, and his body was suddenly cold and sweaty, and he was scared to death. Then, he reacted with a plop, kneeling directly in front of Charlie, kowtow, crying and begging. "Mr. Wade, I am wrong. I apologize to you. I lied to everyone. This magic medicine, I didn't develop it at all, I bought it. I don't know if it can cure high paraplegia. I just took it out and flicked it out. I have no eye to see it and bumped into you. Please, please spare my life." After he finished speaking, he knelt down, slapped himself and apologized again, breaking down and crying. At this scene, Gao Junwei was even more stunned to see Claire and Elaine's mother and daughter in shock. Elaine also expected this magical Dr. Zhongjing to help her husband, but who would have thought that he would kneel down and apologize to Charlie? Gao Junwei's face was pale, and he clenched his hands tightly, only to feel that Charlie's face was completely stepped under his feet. But he didn't believe in Charlie's great ability, and he was unwilling to bow his head to this waste. Unexpectedly, at this moment, Orville suddenly sneered at him and asked Charlie for instructions. "Mr. Wade, what should I do with this man?" He was in front of Charlie, but he didn't dare to make claims. Otherwise, he would attack Gao Junwei's previous attitude towards Charlie, and he would deal with the opponent to death. Charlie said calmly, "You can figure it out by yourself." After Orville heard this, he was about to say that people would beat him up, but Qin Gang frowned and asked, "The man has a big status. I heard Limo say that you were the one who embarrassed Mr. Wade at the auto show yesterday. Right?" "Ah, no, that's not me." Gao Junwei panicked completely. Although he suffered a big loss yesterday, in the final analysis it was his trouble finding Charlie. Now it seems that people have to settle two accounts together. When Orville heard this, he suddenly sneered and said, "Okay, it turns out that you, a dog with no eyesight, felt sorry for Mr. Wade yesterday. Okay, I will let you know the cost of having trouble with Mr. Wade." After that, he immediately ordered his opponent, "Come on, throw this unopenable thing down the window." Gao Junwei was so scared that he did not dare to hold on anymore. He knelt on the ground and cried out, "Mr. Charlie, I was wrong. I apologize to you. I don't dare anymore. Please forgive me." This time, Charlie sneered and said, "Aren't you quite capable? What do you want me to do with this waste?" Gao Junwei cried loudly with his nose in tears, "Charlie, I was really wrong. I am a rubbish. I am a rag. I am the biggest smelly rag in the world. Please raise your hand, let me go once." Charlie kicked him away and said coldly, "Have you heard a word? You didn't respond to me before, but now I can't afford you." After that, he shouted to Mr. Orville, "What are you drowsy at?" Mr. Orville's expression stunned, and he hurriedly ordered his subordinates, "Have you been so FC King stunned? Even if you are stunned, you also jump down for me." Without saying anything, several of Orville's men immediately lifted Gao Junwei up, and with a scream, they threw him out the window. Claire suddenly covered her mouth, her heart pounding, and her mind went blank. This is the third floor. What if Gao Junwei falls down? Thinking of this, she and Elaine rushed out the window. However, Gao Junwei's condition was life-threatening, just clutching his legs on the lawn and screaming constantly. Because he happened to be in the hospital, a doctor arrived soon and sent him to emergency. Claire also breathed a sigh of relief. Recently, Gao Junwei has been leaning on her, and he has repeatedly insulted Charlie, which made her a little disgusted. Now that the other party has clearly broken his leg, it seems that he will not come back to pester her for a while. Charlie took advantage of this moment, quietly walked to Tianqi, took out a pill he refined for the second time from his pocket, and whispered, "Mr. Shi, you will give it to me later." The old master treated the illness and then gave him this medicine. In fact, on the way to the hospital, Charlie planned to personally treat the old master. With the pills he refined, he could heal a spine injury without any effort. However, after he arrived at the hospital, he discovered that Gao Junwei had invited the genius Dr. Zhang Xing. With these two people disrupting the situation, his mother-in-law Elaine would never let him interfere. Moreover, he was also worried that if he took out the magic medicine, it would make his wife and mother-in-law confused, and it would be difficult to explain it. Now that Tianqi is here, it couldn't be more convenient for him to handle this matter. With the help of Tianqi, a master of traditional medicine, to heal the old master, he can definitely explain the past. After all, Tianqi has a huge reputation, and he can also be convinced that he can perform medical miracles. Tianqi understood his thoughts, but was surprised to ask, "Mr. Wade, spinal injury is not a common problem in Chinese and Western medicine. There is no way to overcome it now. Can your magical medicine really cure it?" After speaking, he said apologetically, "Sorry, Mr. Wade, I didn't mean to doubt your magic drug, but I was a little nervous. This is really beyond my understanding.